What's up, everybody? This is Adam Stewart, the solo dev at One Man Left, and this is the first video of my latest project, Mage Food Truck. It's a deck building roguelike where you use your card collection to explore a map full of monsters and curses, looking for ingredients, cooking food, delivering meals, earning gold. Ooh, we don't want to do that. We're going to learn how to play the fun way. On this portion of the screen, we've got our snacks over here, which are the tutorial levels. They slowly add a character each level. And then here we have the entrees where you have all 4 characters aboard your truck, and it's like the full, deep gameplay. We can change our name, which I've added a bunch of random ones for, or you could type in if you want. I'm just going to click it a few times, see what we get. I am proficient in pasta. Well, I know there's a good logo for that one. Let's do, haha. Oh, no, not that level. We want to go to level 1, bread and butter. The explorer goes it alone. So this is the level where you learn just the explorer's role in the game. So the levels are split into morning, afternoon, and night shifts, which sort of let you know how dangerous the event deck is going to be. Morning shift is usually pretty tame. And this level is only 4 turns long, so it's like super chill introduction. Faithful crew of proficient in pasta. Who's ready to feed the masses? No faithful crew for this level. This is Narfi, who is my guiding fairy sent from the gods to help you learn the game. Chef left us a cooking scroll. That's Narfi, I just introduced her. Mage is on pilgrimage. Bard is the 4th character. He's working on his solo album. And each level will introduce another character. Scroll does the cooking. Explorer handles the delivery. And he keeps all the gold. Alright, so this is our first turn. The beginning of every turn starts with a turn event. And this turn event is incredibly chill. This is a cool, pleasant breeze that whips across your face for 0 damage. Thanks. So here's our map. You can see we have these special spaces with 1s and 2s on them. And then up here is our recipe statuses. We haven't cooked anything yet, but a number 1 and a number 2. Let's change that. In this level, we have a special card, since there's no cook in this level, and he's pretty important to the game, where you just click cooking scroll, and it cooks something automatically. The Gnomon Berry Parfait. Tasty. So now you see we have one of those up there to deliver, and our job is to use the explorer to traverse the map, get it to a destination. The future maps are much bigger than this one. This is our... You know how first levels go. You've played a game before. I'm going to... Oh, this is a charging screen. So if you played Space Food Truck, you're familiar with this, but if not... The travel card that we're using is move 1 space for every MP charged. The MP is the purple number on the cards. So if I add 1, I get another move, gain another move, lose a move. And he gets a +2 bonus because I use the Explorer card. If you use a job card that matches the character, you get a little head start. So we will start our traveling, but first we will be told something by Narfi. What do you want, Narfi? That's what I just said. He knows how to do his job. Unvisited spaces are safer than ones you've already visited. And they have better rewards. Your map hint key will show you what's waiting on unvisited spaces. So this is your map hint key. This was not in Space Food Truck, and it's like a quality of life thing. So for all of the blue spaces around the map, this shows you that there's 4 good ones, 3 bad ones, and every time I go to one of these blue spaces, it's going to, those are the odds that I'm gonna hit something I don't like. We're gonna move around this direction. So I plotted my course, and off we go.
Don't go dying on me.
Now you get arrival events for every space you uncover, and it's one of these guys. So this is one of the good guys, which is refill your shields. I haven't been hit, but thank you. Enjoy your French fry. Yum. Yum. So we earned some gold there delivering the food we cooked. And we found a Fount of Exploration, which gives us another Explorer card for our collection, which lets us move again. When you find cards on the map, they go straight to your hand, so you can use them right away. Ooh, and another cool thing is that over here, I can pull up the contents of my draw and the contents of my discard. My discard's empty. My draw has these, just not in this order. So that's to save you the time of counting cards, if that's your deal. Let's move again. I'm going to save 1 MP, but I'm going to move. Well, I haven't cooked anything, have I? Whatever. Now, so if you go to the gray space, they are more dangerous, technically, than the blue spaces. The odds for bad cards are a little higher. And there's no hint for them, so you don't know exactly what you're looking at. So you're sort of like risking it. We're going to live dangerously. We're going to visit a gray space.
Maybe this will help.
Ah, I have a hint. There's a nice thing over there. Adventure eludes me.
Easy money.
That is my voice trying to sound like a girl and pitched up high. And I'll probably replace it before we launch this game. I can dodge her. So dodging, you'll run into events when you're doing arrivals that are bad, but you can avoid it if you have any cards left in your hand to sacrifice. I saved a 1 MP card down here, so I'm going to use that to dodge this lady from stealing my gold. And if you dodge things, you get a small gold reward. You just saw that 5 gold pop up.
Goodbye.
I should probably explain something. So at the end of the turn, when your hand is exhausted, you go to the shopping phase. This is the shopping phase. That is the shopkeeper. His name is Dinkus, and he's a weirdo. So this is the Turvy Mart. Everything is upside down, and he greets you by saying goodbye. That's still very confusing. It's how we say hello in the Turvy dimension. So Turvy bucks are what this aqua number is down here, and it gives you your budget for the store. You got any Turvy bucks you want to chuck in my portal? Yeah, I do. Chuck me some bucks. Give you some goodies. So Turvy bucks come out of your magical bag of drawing. This is important. The teal numbers from your hand and your played cards get added together, and that's what gives you the budget up here for what you can spend. You can leave any time now. He's not a fan of Narfi. Buying a card completes your turn, but you can buy more than one if you want. You just got to be careful about stuffing your deck too full. If you can't afford anything, you must take a stinky leftovers. And if I don't buy a card... Don't even joke about that.
Oh no.
The order of turns is absolute. Choosing a card ends the turn. Buy a card to end the turn. You buy a card to end the turn. Oh, whoops. Go back. Alright, we're going to look at his offers. So if I have no money, I have to take a leftovers, which is a 0 power card. Not a great choice. We have a summoning stone, which is very cool. It draws a bonus card when it adds to my hand. This heals my shields. We don't have anything else on board to do that. Let's get one of these. And go. The truck takes 1 damage. So that starts our next turn event. This is only a 4-turn level. So this turn event, ouch.
Watch out!
We take some damage. We are not a we. So when the magic shield up here is depleted, I didn't explain this UI very well. When that's depleted, it starts hitting my HP. If you have perfect HP at the end of the round, you get a score bonus, like a gold bonus. And these are our goals for earning gold. So you get 1, 2, or 3 stars based on what your score is at the end. You get a bonus for perfect HP, and you get a bonus for cooking every kind of recipe. So I'll get an all recipes bonus if I can cook and deliver the other one. Another gnome and berry parfait. That's not helping. Let's travel a bit. We're going to play a little risky. since I have this pebble in my hand, I'm gonna move and just take damage and heal it at the end. Jelly attack! I'm gonna take it. I added some arrows, giant arrows in this house. It's called environmental storytelling. It's very sophisticated. Cooking scroll! So on the blue spaces are very good rewards. Now we have one blue space left, and we know that it is not a good space. So that doesn't mean I shouldn't go there, but I should tread carefully if that's someplace that I want to explore. Another parfait? It's random, and 50-50 can be 50. It can be the same thing every time. Let's heal up. And we know it's bad that way. So let's go this way. Thank you, foresight. Oh yeah. And I can deliver that. I totally did that on purpose. Dang it. I have nothing to dodge him with, so I take 1 damage. But we're doing pretty good. We're past the 1-star threshold now. As you can see a little better over here. So, we end our turn, we buy a card. What should we get? Our hands are pretty small. The grappling hook is cool. Let's do Magisand. These cards don't have a play action, but they have like double MP, so they start to help you do your jobs more efficiently. And I have more money, so I'm going to buy a summoning stone because those are never bad. 2 turns remain. I got some more gold to earn. I got to show off and get a 3-star. Let's dodge this. So it was again, a 1 MP to dodge. Fender bender, there's something in the road. Don't want to hit this deer. Look how scared he looks. Or she. Goodbye. And I get a little gold for dodging. Cook, not a parfait. Yes! We have porkish sliders. It's our take on the traditional orcish abomination. They look good except for the snout, if I'm being honest. Ooh, and I should mention we have a vegetarian mode. If that is your way of being, you can turn off meat, and you don't have to look at porkish sliders if you don't want to. So we are going to... I kind of want to save some MP, but I also want to travel, and it's pretty safe to travel in these early levels because they're... like, none of the really bad cards are in this level. So I'm going to use this, deliver this number 2, start working my way up here. I know something nice is up here, whatever that is.
A word to the wise.
Frog Knight. Tell me, Frog Knight. He's got a lily pad shield. This is a detail that I forgot about. What's up? Bad thing. Don't go there. Porkish sliders delivered. Yum.
I'll be taking this.
And here is my thief again, trying to take my money. She wants 20 gold. That's not quite half of what it costs when you, or what you earn when you deliver something, but I'm gonna keep my gold.
Keep that back.
No. Awesome. In turn. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Magisand so that we can just keep like adding power. That'll make our... hopefully we'll be able to travel a lot. Fender bender. Beware of hole. We have to dodge 1 MP to dodge the hole. What have I got there? I've got a pebble to heal it, or 1 MP to dodge it. I'm gonna take it and then heal it so I'll have full shields at the end. Let's see what our cooking scroll will give us. Another Newmanberry parfait. The people love them. What can I say? And every time you deliver, the craving goes somewhere else randomly, so a lot of the cravings have ended up right there. Let's see what... oh, if I... what do I want to do? I'm going to heal and then travel. So that's got full shields now. Yeah, I'm gonna use these to travel and save that last MP to dodge. So we're gonna go up here, make that money.
Maybe this will help you.
There's a monk with a hint and some muscles. Newmanberry. So hungry farmer. Alright, and we'll travel, we'll save one to dodge, and eek. I'm gonna get to here. Is this my final turn? This is my final turn. So, actually, it's a bad idea to risk it. That should be fine. I can't cook anymore because I don't have any more cooking scrolls, so let's just see how we did. We got our perfect HP, our all recipes bonus, 318 new high score, and you get a customer review just like you did in Space Food Truck, which is the game that was that inspired this. Here, Piggy Piggy, the porkish slider satisfied my insatiable hunger for piggies. More piggies, please. I wrote different reviews for every single kind of food that you can cook. So there's a lot of those. So that was the first level. That's the introduction. That's how you move around the map, basically. Move around the map, deliver food, and not get messed up by the by bad events by holding on to some MP. I'm gonna change my name again. For this video, I'm gonna do the first 2 levels, so you get to see the chef, the hangry bistro. I'm gonna hit it a bunch of times and just let it. Coup de gravy. So coup de gravy is from Bravely Second. This is a very obscure reference. So now we have the chef's level, which is in the swamp. I went a little overboard theming these levels, considering that they're not very long. But so here's the explorer. Look who finally showed up to work. It's the chef. She catch many frogs. So if you've played Final Fantasy IX, you know what this is about. Why should I keep you on the payroll when I have this amazing cooking scroll? What cooking scroll? And so, the cooking scroll is gone, and we'll have to find a new way to cook for this level. Narfi would like to explain the chef's own job to them. Collect ingredients from the shop and during travel. So now some of these nodes have ingredients on them, like loot that you find while you're traveling. And in the shop also it'll be stocked with not just items, but also common ingredients. Your job cards can now be used to cook or travel. You pick. I'll show you how that works in a second. This is our recipe status HUD. Gets a little more beefy now, where you see the ingredients that you need. And on hover, it'll tell you where to find each one. Ooh, I know this job I have. Turns orange when you collect the ingredient, and then when you cook it, it turns green. In this game, the cooking works a little differently than Space Food Truck, because you can cook both of these meals simultaneously. You can work on. And you can stack up as many as you want to cook. So if I finish a bunch of number 1s, then it'll be like you have 3. And go find 3 destinations that want them, and you can keep earning gold. Because this is a high score game and not just a complete the recipes game. Turn all ingredients green to make a meal. And the secret ingredient is love. Fender Bender! This deer cannot stay out of my way. I'm gonna take the damage because it's only 1 damage. This is a morning event. Now in this level we have 8 turns total, and in the first level we had 4. So now we have more time to work and a more complicated task to complete. We have nothing to cook, but you'll see that when I play the job card here, instead of just going straight to travel, it gives me the option of travel or cook. Because I played the explorer card, this one has a +2 bonus. So you're inclined to use the character on the card, but you don't have to use the character on the card. But like I said, we got nothing to cook, so we're gonna go exploring. I want to travel a little more cautiously because in these levels the arrivals get a little more hairy. Although there's 9 good things and only 3 bad things in all of these. So actually, I'm gonna travel like a lot. I'm gonna be bold. Let's do that, that. And we'll save that in case we get into trouble. We can heal ourselves. Alright, where to? We need ingredients and stuff, so I'm just gonna start poking around. That's a nice big travel. Jelly. I'll take it because I can heal 2 after. I found a dairy. So that turned orange because I just collected the dairy. Fount of Exploration. You find extra copies of your job card.
Maybe this will help.
And you find a weird little wizard. What you got? Happy thing over there. And up here there's like a sub HUD where you can explore different aspects of the different jobs that people have. This is curses, which is the mage. This is upgrading characters, which is the bard. So those are dimmed. But we have these 2 characters with us now. Well, this isn't a character. This is the collection screen. So if you want to explore everything you own in your collection and what your average MP and stuff is so that you can make better decisions about what to buy, it's also got your scoring things over here. So this is a handy thing. And you can also look at your meals. This is new. It wasn't in the first level, so I could see I can make kebaba mabab. I can make nomenberry, freaking nomenberry parfait again. I have a lot of recipes. It's just picking the same ones. So these are the ingredients you need. This is where you can find them. In the shop, in Arrivals, which are the blue ones, and Revisit, which is the gray ones. And this one I have, but I need to cook. So, what should I do? I could cook it and explore. I'm going to explore and cook. Now this tells me that it's a good space, but not an ingredient. I really want all the ingredients. So let's look over here. Produce. And a fount of flavor. Everybody has a fount. This is the chef's fount. A gift for my chef. Alright, awesome. We can cook both of these. Because with the chef, you get the 2 MP bonus. It's a little more expensive to cook than to move around. So it's 2 MP to cook an ingredient. But I get that 2 MP bonus with the card, so you can cook one just with this card by itself without adding anything. And you'll see if I add 1, it's still not 2 ingredients yet because I need for every 2 MP. That's a cook. I don't know why I turned into Mario when I wanted to cook. Oh, we can make a whole nomenberry. Okay. I will cook a dairy. So it goes into the pot. That turns green. Ready to go. We have another cook card. Cook. It can cook by itself without any charge. And that's how you really cook. Ding. Done. See, not need silly cooking scroll. Cooking scroll was inside chef the whole time. I should have guessed. Alright. So, that's good. Let's heal. So our budget for the shop is the sum total of all these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Goodbye.
7 TB to spend. We can buy lots of ingredients. Which are cool because you can cull them from your collection by cooking. Cooking will pull them out of your discard or your hand or your draw, wherever the ingredient is, and just destroy it. So as you know, in a deck building game, you want to keep your deck kind of lean so that you can draw your good cards more reliably. Let's see. I want to cook a number 1 so I can get the all recipe bonus. So now I have the ingredients for that, and I'm out of moolah. So I'm going to continue. 7 turns remain. Boom. Arrow. I took an arrow to the knee. We are cookable right now. That's cool. Let's travel and see what we get, and then we'll cook. And so this is the game flow with just 2 characters, and then later we're going to have, you have 4 on board with extra jobs for those other 2 characters to do. So it's a balancing act of what you want to accomplish with each hand. And the hands are very flexible because of that ability to switch your job cards up. To use different characters with different job cards. Here's the meat. Alright, I'm gonna cook up a storm. Let's cook. And we'll charge it, so now we can cook 2 ingredients. That means I can finish something. Let's make a 1. A little meat. A little produce. A delicious kebab mabab. With a very dangerous looking spear. And alright, shopping phase. What do I want? Some extra power will help me cook more when I can cook. And how many meats do I have? I have 1 meat. And how many produces do I have? I'm gonna grab a dairy. So now I have everybody orange, I just need to cook some. Wild magic. So this is a new turn event. Each level has a few extra things thrown in. I don't just keep repeating the same events. We have got a lot more than what I put in the introductory. So this one is, if you've played D&D, you know that like you roll wild magic and some crazy stuff happens. So I don't even know what this card does. It gives me gold. I'll take it. I haven't made any gold yet. I guess I've been cooking, but I haven't been delivering. But we can change that this turn. Do I need protection? Not really. Let's travel with a little extra. We're gonna deliver and see if... Oh, there's no more ingredients on these. I didn't look at my key. There's no more ingredients on the blue spaces. So in that case, let's go... How many am I jumping? 3? 1, 2, 3. We'll explore some gray spaces, see if I can't... Oh no. Jelly. I'll take the damage and heal. Because I have my Pebble of Protection. Deliver! Enjoy.
Maybe this will help you.
Frog Knight, what you got? Hey, there is some. The ingredient hints will show you specifically which ingredient is available there. Now, I do have a dairy, but I may need one later. So, I can go deliver. I can't cook anything because I don't have enough money. Let's do that. Let's heal. Shields are healthy. And we're going to use our inherent charge to go give these guys some food because they're like very hungry. They have 3 cravings. Oh no. It's the goblin. So, he wants gold or damage. To dodge him, you have to pay him. I am gonna take the damage because I just got this gold. Eat stick. Hooray! No berry parfait for you. And this card doesn't do anything. Inherently. It does do stuff. We want produce for lots of meals. We have enough to cook everything. I'm gonna grab a backup, like, I saw a lot of number 1s, so I'm gonna grab a meat. Ooh, it got replaced by a big card. I'll check that out next time I'm shopping.
Oh, let us lament.
It's Feast of Us! Let there be a feast of us, even for the least of us. So the shop is half off this turn. It's a good time to stock up on ingredients. There's a thing you can do in the shop that I didn't show you last time.
I just loathe Feast of Us.
Yes, his special Feast of Us outfit on. If you right-click, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to, but it will restock. You can do once per turn if you don't like what's available, and you want to dig through the shop deck a little faster. But not time to shop. It's time to cook, apparently. Apparently it's time to cook. I have a lot of cook cards. Let's see. Do I know where the bad ones are? So I know there's a good space up here that could be another copy of like the Explorer or the Chef that we might want to go for. I'm going to cook a bunch of stuff. We can cook 1 thing per cook card. I don't have enough to charge up a second one. So I'm going to cook a number 1. I think I'm sitting on number 1 right now. And if I finish it while I'm sitting on it, it will deliver it. No! That's another thing that is not available in Space Food Truck, but is pretty widely available in this game, which is undo. So you don't have to click quite as carefully. Kababa-mabob. They had their dessert first, and now they have their entree. Alright, we can cook 1 more before the end of this turn. Let's do it. That won't do anything for me. Let's see what I'm close to. I don't want to cook arbitrarily. There's a bunch of 2s. And we're about to leave, so let's cook and start on the number 2. They want a parfait. I will cook a produce. Next. And, oh, this is the good one. So, The Magic Sand is a 2 MP card. This is like even higher tier. And there's one further one that's a 4 MP card, which really helps you get ahead on that. Oh, it's Festivus. Do I want to... I want to cook. I'm going to buy ingredients. I own one of these and none of those. We need produce because it's in every recipe. So in this level we have a day shift transition. So the events in the day shift are a little more dangerous. There's more damage in the deck and things like that. So you just play a little more cautiously as the day progresses. Let's travel. I'm doing pretty good. I'm almost to 2 stars. I think I'm going to 3-star this one. We're going to travel a bunch, right? There's 2 bad things in there. We'll travel... well, I got 2 explorer cards. Let's just see what our first one gets us. And if it gets us trouble, then we can adjust.
I'll be taking these.
Highway robbery. They want to take 20 gold. No. I'm greedy.
I've been robbed.
So, oh, you earn a little bit of gold. I forget that I added that recently, the rewards. And hey, it's a shield heal, and I actually need it. Thank you, Pixie. Let's travel some more. Well, we could travel or we could cook because we have Magic Sand that can charge it. Let's go ahead and finish number 2. Voila. Another Nomenberry Parfait. I feel like I've cooked like 100 of these things in this stream. Next. Oh no. How? 1, 2. I only have 2 TB because I cooked everything. So I have to take a leftovers. It's a terrible card. It's the get to work for chef. This lets me draw anywhere in the collection. It'll pull a chef card, so it'll probably come from discard. Excellent. All right, I will. Let us travel first and then cook later. So with that, I can cook 1 ingredient. If I save 2 MP, I can cook 2 ingredients. I'm gonna do like that. All right, we really want to get to that corner to deliver this 2. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1. I think this is the fastest. Ooh, this is the fastest path. So here we go. Hopefully, good things await. It is early in the game. Later in the game, it's more dangerous to travel this boldly. Ingredients, ingredients, ingredients. Jellies, jellies, jellies. Do I want to dodge you? Yeah, sure, I'll... Well, I could cook 2... I'm gonna take the damage. I think I can handle it. Alright, we're gonna cook 2 ingredients, which in this level is enough for a recipe, but later in the game you get more Space Food Trucky recipes that are like 4 ingredients long. Let's cook some stuff. I will cook... There's 2 number 2s, right? So let's cook another one. And I can't do anything else because ingredients don't work by themselves. Grappling Hook pulls a card from your discard into your hand. Very good on the levels where your collection gets really, really big and you want something specific. I'm going to take that one. And I will also take a Magic Sand so I can cook more. We have 2 turns left. Alright, so now we're getting into the higher damage event cards. This is playing dirty. It's 2 MP to dodge, or I take 2 damage, which would empty my shields. I'm going to empty my shields and then spend this 1 MP card to heal them again a little bit. My shields! So now if I take damage, it goes straight to my HP and will ruin my HP bonus. But I'm going to regen those. And later on in the game, when there's more damage on the board, you have the mage character, which is able to heal your shields, kind of like the engineer did in Space Food Truck. Of course, I have the grappling hook when there's nothing in there. What do I want? What do I want? Let's get on the space so we can deliver, like, cook a bunch. These are worth 50 gold each, so there's 150 waiting for me on this space, which will definitely put me over the top for 3 stars. So, best strategy is to sit there and cook. Cook my little heart out. Eat, you fools! Eat! Give me all your money. Okay. Cook. Cook. Since I can't grapple anything, I can charge with it. What do we have to... Oh, we want to do a number 1, because that's the last one. Hey! That worked out pretty nice. Excellent. And... Yum, yum, yum. Cool. I don't know why I paused there. So now we need... Let's see what our needs are. We can get to this one pretty good, and it's got a 2, 2, and a 1. Let's focus the 2 ingredients. I can't get all of them. I didn't math it very good. Final turn. Wild magic. Give me $100. Boo. So at least we got him late in the game. The Vexel is a returning character from Space Food Truck, which is like a leftovers, but it also gives you negative purchase power. So they are awful, and he's eating all my spaghetti. Let's see, what are we going to do? We want to get there and cook, I guess. This is the final turn. What are the odds I'm going to actually... well. Never say never. Alright. I think I might be able to do... If I get lucky, I can get there, and if I collect an ingredient on the way and get lucky, I can cook some and make some mo money. Mo money? Not mo money. This is lose 20 gold. I still have 3 stars there. I'm gonna do it. I have a plan, and I'm sticking to the plan. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing. Okay, chef. Oh no, we didn't find ingredients though. And I can't travel like out and back 1 because you can't redouble your spaces. I'd have to go all the way around. I think that is, unless, all right, we're gonna try. I don't really see how this would be useful. All right, we're just gonna end it. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what's on these spaces. Bloop bloop. Alright, I'm going to... Maybe there's some cards here, and then I can double back with an explorer card.
Give me gold.
Nope, that's a goblin. I'll take the damage.
Stick.
I'll eat the stick. Hey, it's nice, but not exactly. So if you have any unfinished cooked meals, those are actually worth half gold at the end of the game. So it's worth it to just finish the meal if you're down to the wire like this. But we got our 3 stars. I'm happy with that. Ting, ting, ting. And they complimented my Gnomenberry Parfait. It's a perfect sweet treat after a long day of violence and grave robbing. This is Mage Food Truck. This is the first 2 levels. The next level adds the mage character, and then the level after that adds the bard, so you have 4 jobs you do on the truck. I will have a demo for this out later this year, and you can wishlist today, of course, on Steam. Please do that. And you can, if you want to keep up with development, you can follow me at onemanleft.com. There's a blog. I'm on all the social medias as One Man Left, and we have a Discord channel, which you can find at onemanleft.com. We have a little widget for it. So thanks for watching. I will be back to show you more of the game later.